European Delta Call. I'm very happy for everybody who joined us. This call will be recorded and you can watch that recording tonight at 9 p.m. German time again, and then it will be available on our YouTube channel so you can listen to it over and over again. My name is Christian Sipus. I'm the Regional Sales Manager for ASEA in Europe, and I'm happy to be with you here for this great call that we have today. The purpose of the call is to give you an idea and to give you some insights of successful ASEA associates. They're doing great with this great opportunity that we have, and we want to give them the opportunity to share with you what they are doing, how they are doing, and share some of their secrets so that you might be even learn something from them or even just adopt some small things for your business as well. With this said, I'd like to introduce our first guest for today, Sissel Anderson. She's a Platinum Executive with ASEA, and I'm very happy that you are with us on the call and that you took the time to share a little bit about your insights and about your knowledge about network marketing and also about what you're doing in this business. Thanks for being with us on the call.
Thank you, Christian.
Before we start, and I have prepared some questions for you. I'd like to just give us a little bit about your background. What did you do? How long are you involved in network marketing, and how did you find ASEA and these kind of things, if you would?
Yeah, formally my background is that I have a bachelor in administration, but I've been working with sales and marketing for 35 years. So I've done corporate jobs, and a lot of the time I've been self-employed. And I have built a couple of other network marketing businesses before. My last one I left 7 years ago, and that was a business that I built together with my ex-husband. And we built it to the very top, and we were in the Millionaires Club, and we were very successful. But when the marriage broke apart, I stepped aside, and I thought I would never go back to the network marketing industry. Not that I didn't know it was a fantastic opportunity and a lot of money to earn, but I didn't bear the thought of building everything again from scratch when I left on the top. So I took a normal job for some years. I was a marketing manager, I was a product specialist, I was a key account manager. I did different kinds of jobs until I found myself in a situation where I didn't like to be employed anymore. And in the meantime, a lot of people had approached me with ASEA in different combinations, but I never really understood what it was about. I really didn't understand what they tried to explain me, and I probably wasn't listening very carefully either because I thought I'd left the business. So I think it must have been some pictures I saw on the internet when you announced the new Renew 28. I guess that's a couple of years ago. Then I started to get curious, and yeah. And then last summer I took a decision. I just didn't want to be employed anymore, and because I was selling products in my other company, meaningless product. I mean, I was the product manager of workwear for handcrafters, so I was sort of competing with other brands if a carpenter should use my trousers or another trouser, and that didn't really mean a big thing in people's life. And when I started to realize what these products from ASEA does, I thought that, wow, this is a meaningful job, and everything I do, it's mine. I don't have to go to my boss and ask for more money. I can just do better, make better results myself, and then the money is mine.
Yeah. First of all, we are so happy that you took the decision and started from scratch again. So we are very happy to have you aboard, and that you know what you're doing. We can see that you're in a pretty short matter of time. You raised up to Platinum Executive again, which is really a high position in ASEA already, and means that you have a big team below you. So the next question then actually would be, if you see at your structure and your big team that you have built already, what would be an advice for our people out there? What is it that you are doing that makes you successful?
I got an advice from Trish very early that I should make a Facebook group. And I made a secret Facebook group, which is only for my team. And for me, that has been really, really worthwhile, because that's where I communicate with my team all the time. And we welcome new people into the team. So even if they're far away from where I live, I sort of feel I can get to know them. And I try to see all the people. I try to communicate with them. I try to find out who they are. So I sort of dive into the depth and try to find out who's in my team. I see myself as a, what should I say? Maybe a sort of sales manager, that I need to see all my people and try to help them on the level they are. Most of the people in my group are not experienced network marketers. So few of them are, but most of my people are just normal people who has never been into sales before, and they need care and help in different ways that than maybe network marketers need. So I try to help people both with the products, try them understand the technologies, try to help them have meetings with their prospects, etc., etc. There is no secret about this. I mean, this is what I was afraid of, as I told in the beginning, was to build something from scratch again. But my experience is that this is so easy. It's so easy to talk with people about the products. It's easy to show some pictures, and most people get curious when they see the pictures. And so I try to dive to the depth and find people, and I always act as a leader. When I learn something new, the first thing I want to do is to turn around and teach that further to my team. And that's a good way for me to do it, is through this secret Facebook page.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you already mentioned that you are very close with your groups and with your people. So and you just said that it's so easy to go out and speak about the product and show some pictures. But as a matter of fact, a lot of people out there are very scared to talk to people or to even find people. So how is it that how do you do it, that you influence your people or your team to do exactly like that? So to go out and find people.
Well, not everybody does, of course, but I think whenever I learn something new, I try to teach it further to my team. Whenever I hear a story, see some pictures, we try to share that in between us. And I think whenever you have to build the confidence within every person that ASEA is good. It's really good. So no matter what other people say, if they say it's expensive salt water or whatever, it doesn't really mean anything for the associate. I mean, they should just, okay, that's fine, you think so, and go on to another person. So I think we have been able to build a lot of confidence in the products. Whenever they have a question, we try to find out of it. And yeah, it's not a big secret. This is easy, I think. But you have to try. And many times people in my group have called me and said, you know what, Sissel, yesterday I called an old friend and so, and they asked me, why haven't you called me earlier? Why didn't you tell me this already? And then they start to realize that it's nothing to be afraid of. If people say no, that's fine. Just move on and maybe go back in a month or two. Maybe the situation has changed. And that's the way it is. I know I have a good thing to offer, and if people don't want it, that's fine. And that's why I try to teach my team as well.
Mm-hmm. So don't be scared. Go out and just talk to the people. That's great. I know that you just had a summer party with your whole team. So is this also something important, or how are the relationships within your team that you're having?
Yeah, well, I didn't have my whole team, but I had the team that is close to Oslo. So people were traveling for an hour or so, and we had a big party in my garden, and I served them some good food and some water, and we had a pretty nice few hours. To me, things like that is important. I'm very sad that I couldn't bring all my team, because I have people in the north and in the south and everywhere, and it's too far for them to travel for just a few hours.
Yeah.
But I think this is building the team feeling, and I really like us to be a team. We are working towards something big together, and I cannot do this on my own. So I need to click with my team, and I need to be sort of their mother and care for them. And I'm so proud whenever they do something fantastic and take new steps and help people with the products and so and so. So I really like to sort of comfort for them.
Okay, that's great. Thanks for sharing those insights. Well, we know that you are doing this as a living, right? So you said, okay, I do this whole time. So when did you decide to say, okay, I go all in?
I think I decided when I met Justin Wilson and Mr. Funky, and I really had the opportunity to talk with them and with Trish. I decided, and that was in May last year. So I met with them when they were on a convention in Gardermoen. I didn't participate there, but I met them after some of the events they had done there. And I think that's when I decided. I was not very comfortable in the job I had. I didn't feel that I was compensated fairly regarding the job I was doing. So initially I thought I am going to do this 100% until New Year, and then I will see again if this is something I would like to continue with. And I haven't been looking back one single day. So September 1st last year, I was totally off my other job, and I have been 100% in with ASEA since then, and I haven't regretted one single day. I mean, this is a meaningful work. I really love what I'm doing. I'm looking forward to every day, all the new people I'm going to meet and all the people I'm going to share this knowledge with. It's just fantastic.
Yeah, and we can see that when you are talking, and this is great. Again, we are very happy to have you again. Another question concerning. I know that you have been at the conference in the US. How would you describe the relationship to to go to big events, or to go to any events in correlation with your success, and also if you look at your team?
Yeah, unfortunately, none of the people in my team went to Orlando together with Espen and me, but we had I mean, for me, it's very important to attend all the things I can attend, if it's a challenge or if it's an event or whatever it is. So for me, to go to Orlando and meet all the fantastic achievers and all feel the energy, feel the management, meet everybody, and for me it was really, really worth its weight in gold. So I would really encourage all the people that really want to do something with this to go to Frankfurt, which is the next big event. And even if you haven't decided yet, I think that's a place where you can really understand what this is going to be, and then you will probably be 100% sure after you have been to an event like that. So for me, it was more than I expected. I've been on events before, both in my normal former job, but also in my former company, network marketing company, and I've never ever experienced anything like this. This is so to the bone, honest and good. So yeah, I hope you understand what I mean.
Yeah, I think I understand. That's good. one last question to events, because I feel that this is important as well. But would you say that it's important because of the content that you get there, or is it more about the feeling, or is it all together, or what would you say is?
Oh, it's all together. It's you learn so much, both about yourself and all about the industry, about the products, about the way we're working, and you understand that you're part of a really big cause, and of course it's also about the people. I mean, I don't think bad people would survive in a company like this. So it's all just fantastic, very nice people, and everything is good. I'm so impressed. I mean, it's sometimes you see good things, and when you start to dig into it, it's not that good. But in this company and with these people and the associate and everything is just 100% all through. So everything is important. It's a big combination that is very, very good, and it's fun. I mean, everybody likes to have fun, and you can deduct this on your tax report also. So I mean, why not go and have some fun and learn something and build your business and your future?
Yeah, that's great. And another question that raised up when I prepared for this call was that you already said that you had been in network marketing before a couple of other companies. So the question is, what means network marketing for you? Network marketing as an opportunity?
Well, network marketing is just a way of distributing products, and when you have good products, it's even better. So the good thing for me is that whenever I do a good job, I know what I can get, and I know I can influence my own salary by doing even better, and I'm building a residual income. So what I do today will probably make an income for me next month and next year and the next 10 years if I do it the right way. So I mean, a lot of people, they wish they were an author or a songwriter or something, because then they get this salary every time their book or their song is sold. But we have the same opportunity. So for me, network marketing is just a way of distributing products, and often it's products that need some kind of explanation, and our products really do. So to me, it's just a way to distribute things.
Okay, that's great. One question that just raised up in my mind. I know that you have some kids already. So what if your kids would say, "Hey, Mom, I'd like to join your network marketing," or are you even emphasizing them to join you, or what's there?
Yeah, I wish I would have understood this when I was young, because then my future would have been even brighter than it is right now. So, but my kids are 27 and 25 years old. They are not interested. They are using the products, but they're not interested in building any business. I wish they were, but and I say that also because I think in network marketing you grow as a person. You develop a lot personally, and I think everybody will benefit from the personal growth they would have in a business like this. So both financially and to have a meaningful job. And I would have applauded that. I would really have helped them if they wanted to do this as a living.
That's great. Thanks, Sissel. Yeah, one last question I got for you. Is there any other device or advice that you would have for our audience?
Yes. Talk to somebody new every day.
Mm-hmm.
Never stop recruiting. All the time. Every week, every month, every year, all the time. I mean, you shouldn't go into management mode, even if you get on a higher level. So never stop recruiting and sponsoring, and talk to somebody new every day.
That's perfect. Thanks so much, Sissel. And now we just have joining us Rosanna, which is, we already were waiting for you. Rosanna, she's here online as well, and we thought it would be nice to have some insights from you as well. So welcome, Rosanna, to the Delta Call.
Thank you very much. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you great. That's good. Thanks so much.
Okay. I am at the Viking Ship Museum in Oslo, where I just ended a tour with some tourists. And thank you for having me, for inviting me to share something about my experience with ASEA and Renew.
That's great. We're so happy to have you on the call. Rosanna, before we start, I know that you are doing this as part-time. So could you give us maybe a little bit about your background, what you're doing, and then how you found this year and so on?
Yes, I work part of my time with tourism. In summer, I am a tourist guide in Oslo. I also have 2 very large groups in Italy where we do a choral workshop for 8 days in different parts of Italy. So I have like together about 120 people with me, 60 and 60. And I've been doing this for 12 years. I also coach a large number of women and men who participate at a weight loss program, a nutritional program. I sell ASEA and Renew, aiming to increase the part of my time to be more active in that. So I'm preparing this also because I have a lot of contacts in Italy. So I just opened a Facebook site in Italian for my group, for a close group that will follow me and be informed about it. So the way I do this, and the person that introduced me to ASEA is Cecil, which I say hello and a hearty thank you. She waited a while, but eventually she showed me and told me about the programs, and I said yes right away. And I said to her, I am quite busy, but I will promise to you that I will do every day at least one small thing about it. So what I do is I may put something out on my open Facebook site. I have close to 600 people in my private site, or I do something more specific on my close group, or I talk to people. And that would be, for instance, also my tourists. I share with them, I just listen to what they tell me, because once you get to know them, they are very likely to tell you something about their private life. So it happens that I say like, you know, I might have something that might interest you. And I always have in my purse 1 or more samples so that I can give if I find it appropriate. Or if, like one of these, this morning when I met one of the groups and I knew the tour leader, she said, Rosanna, do you never get old? Have you had a lifting, or do you have a secret to look so young and so fresh? And I said, I just might have. And of course I had in my purse, prepared for her, as a tube of 10 milliliter of Renew, and written in Italian how to use it. So this is basically what I do.
This is great, and this was a lot of information, and we're very great that you shared this with us. Some more insight. I already heard that you talked about a Facebook group, that you have a private Facebook group in Italy. We heard the same thing from Sizzle, that she recommended to have a Facebook group. Are there other things that you could see that how your upline influence, or in fact Sizzle, influenced you and that you would share with the people out there that they should adopt maybe?
Yes, what my well, if someone join ASEA as a partner, I send them a letter. That somebody will join as a customer but prefer doing it as a partner, because they see that they might be a development in their engagement with ASEA, so they might as well join as partners. What my plan is to do is to keep informing people on a very soft way, without pushing, but without being very careful and listening, because people tell you so much, and if you don't listen, you do not get where they might get interested. So what I'm planning to do is again to send them letters, and also the letter might be, you know, more or less the same, but just doing them personal to the person, because I know something about them, so that they understand that I'm thinking especially about them. That could be in more ways of using Renew, especially Renew is very much, you know, it's easy to see what Renew can do for you, not so evident with ASEA, but to keep them informed, to assure me that they use them in more ways, because they might start by using them for one purpose only, and then again encourage them to share their story, because I think the stories is what can make people interested in what you're saying. Because the information, when Cecil told me about ASEA, there was such a huge amount of information about cells and you know, things that I could not refer to, even though I regard myself as fairly interested in nutrition and, you know, this sort of things. I really found it very much information, and it was very important to me to be very well acquainted with the product, but also the science behind it. So once I had done that, I felt very comfortable with the products, and my confidence is what I want to give to the people that will work with me, or even if they only want to be clients, which we of course need many of.
Yes. Well, thanks for sharing all those insights. Maybe the same question for you as we finish up this call. What is your last advice, or what would be the main advice that you would give all the people out there, saying that you are very successful? We have to say that you're signing up people like crazy, and you already have the first stage earned for Tyler's course. So what would be your last advice to the people out there that might struggle a little bit with talking to people and signing or finding people? What would that be?
The promise I made to Cecil, first to use the product myself, so that I have them in my kitchen, I have them on my office desk, so I might take a drink of ASEA during the day, or put some Renew on my face or on my hands. But this makes me very aware of the products every day, because they are part of me, and promise to do something even small every day. You have to incorporate it in your daily thinking, because if you just let go 1, 2, 3 days, it just gets back in your daily life, and then it's so easy to forget. So every day, even one small thing.
This is a great advice. Thanks so much, Rosannas. Thanks for joining us on the call. I know you're pretty busy. It's so great that it finally worked out. Also, thanks to Cecil to joining us on the call. For everybody out there who was with us here on the call today, thanks for joining us and being with us. I hope this was kind of helpful, and you saw some glimpse and gold nuggets that you could adopt for your business. We're happy to see you next month on the next call. So thanks everybody. Thanks Sizzle. Thanks Rosanna. And
thank you. We'll see each other in Frankfurt.
Yes, we see everybody in Frankfurt, of course.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
See you. Bye to everybody. Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.